How you doing, Cassidy? You doing good? You're supposed to put first, isn't that right? Oh, well, my notification went out, which is pretty cool. And that's for my YouTube. And wait a minute on my Rumble. You having a good evening? How you doing, Bam Bam? I was gonna. Oh, there you are. You went over to YouTube now, Shauna. Waka waka. That's pretty good. Thought about inviting people. Rumble wasn't on. Hmm, that's strange. I don't have my other phone. Well, I'll check it real quick. It should be on. How you doing, Sam? I don't know. I thought. Hang on. All right, let me check. Oh, it says yeah, my Rumble should be on, but you never know with Rumble anymore. Hey, how you doing, APP? What's going on, Marky? Dude audits, Papa Duke. True to the night, to my bath. I put the bubbles in the tub so I could have a bubble bath. Hell yeah. Nothing wrong. Hey, Murphy, they're released, man. Just go over, hit the red join button, Nate. That's all you gotta do. Let's see. Let's see. Really, all you gotta do, Nate, just hit. Well, I would just like put them on my. I mean, how long were they up on my channel, man? I would put them up for free, but I'd hate to for anybody to take it the wrong way. Yes, definitely. Can't spare the lunch money for the candy. I'll do this. I believe. How you doing, Jim? I'm gonna do this. Just for I'm just gonna stay up for a minute. All I was gonna say, really, I was gonna say, Jaylee has my contact number, and I was just gonna tell her to definitely text me, and we can talk about this. See if we can't get something worked out for her. Give her side of the story. How pathetic do you have to accept ban from? Yeah, exactly. Right here. That's bad right there. I thought you said good night. Definitely. I mean, if she wants to reach out to me, I'm definitely up to talk to her. You know, I'd vouch for her. She burned every bridge she had with me. I can understand that. I can understand that. Oh, here we go. What's going on? Braden.
Hey, what's happening, brother?
Not much, man. Just riding around.
Nice.
What you into?
Hey, give me 1 second. I gotta clear out the echo on my end, man.
Oh no, you're good. Oh, see right here, you're taking it the wrong way, man. I'm just saying. I'm talking to the chat right now, how do you say your name? Bryden? Brian?
Bryden.
Bryden. Okay. Because I say it all different ways. Definitely this right here.
All right, how's that? Better?
Oh yeah, yeah. I hear you fine. Yeah, I saw that sound. I don't even know how many. Say my own. I don't know even. I know, right? That's true, Papa Duke. I don't know how to say my own name either.
That's kind of funny, man.
You know, it's true. You got Haley, online teacher, safety teacher with you. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I sometimes I'm able to catch you lives and premieres, Bryden.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, something's going on here, man. I'm like not hearing anything anybody's saying or anything. Might have to dip out and restart this stuff.
Dude, I don't know why I just cut out. I don't understand.
Right, you too?
Yeah, I just cut out. I don't know why. Alex has my email and phone number now. I am looking at how to get myself verified as real with him, just so you guys know. Oh, you're good. I never heard of you, punk. I don't know. How much for a flat tire on a short bus? Oh, that's
Sam
the
Squatch, I seen your chat, bro. So, are we coming through good and clear?
yeah. You sounding good.
Thanks, bro.
Marky said you faded in and out.
I wasn't sure, man. It's been a bit.
No, you sound good up there.
Thanks, man.
Up here. I mean, I hear you well on my end, and the chat saying they can for sure hear you also.
Probably just a video because it's clipping in and out and like fading. Like, what? Like, no, it's not me, man.
So, what are you into, man?
Well, I just got done finishing up Alive, man. I exposed about 45 child predators
Damn.
tonight, and then I did a special second stream on child pornography and regular pornography and how it affects everybody's brains and what it makes people do nowadays. So That's the extent of my evening, man.
Hmm. APP said Bryden has amazing awareness videos.
Yeah, APP does too, man. She's a shit, bro.
I agree. I agree 100%. Actually, 1,000%.
Hell yeah. You know, and the sad thing is that 90% of the people out there don't realize that. Here's the thing, man. Pornography has gotten probably 70%, if not more, of our children
Wow.
uh, to switch up their sexual values when it comes to looking at sex and marriage and the family.
That's actually crazy.
No, and yeah, that's the whole thing, man. It's more than crazy. The actual statistics behind it are actually saying more than that. It's about 78%. Because what the average age of a person viewing porn is like 12 years old.
Wow.
Yes, because if we get, hey man, it's online now. Everybody's got a computer, they got a phone, they got access to the internet, and 90% of the pornography channels do not have age restriction qualifications behind them.
Hmm.
So they can just give you a quick example, man. Say your kid gets on your computer and he types in porn. The first thing that comes up is going to be Pornhub. And then he clicks on that. And then it says, are you 18 years of age or older? But actually, no, you know what? No, Pornhub doesn't even say that. It just allows you to click on it and you can see all the videos and everything that's there, and it's in that child's face. So, what we need to do here is come up with some type of restriction that doesn't allow that to happen.
Hmm. It
You
would,
feel me?
that would, yeah, it would definitely help out, man, because it's just so when I was a kid growing up, you could not access. I mean, unless you went to like a movie store or your family had it at home or whatever, you could access it like that, or maybe go to a store and get magazines. But besides like full videos, what there is out now, it's ridiculous.
Exactly. I agree with you 100%. It's like, how about this? You see a door and it says 18 and older, enter only, right? You see, everybody's seen those.
You are officially under arrest.
Yes. So, how are you going to get through that door if you're not 18 or older? Well, today's internet access allows everybody to just open that door.
Hmm. Easily. I mean, don't any of the sites like take an age verification or anything?
The age verification behind that is click OK if you're 18 or older.
Not even enough to even say, "Hey,
No,
here's
nothing.
what's your birthday?" Or phone, at least a phony birthday, if nothing else.
No, nothing. Not even that. And then these kids are allowed to just go on and surf whatever the hell they want, man. It's insane.
That's it's just so accessible now, and I don't know. It's kind of scary because you get desensitized a lot of times watching. I mean, I've heard, like people will get desensitized to watching it and have to watch harder and different.
And that's what drives them into the CP.
Drives them into the CP.
Yes.
Well, speak- ain't that's just crazy. I've been online. I don't know ever since the AOL day, dial up shit. But I've never come across any kind of CP type stuff. Which I've never went looking for that, but it just don't make sense to me how what's the rabbit holes these people go down to get to that.
Well, here's the thing, man. When you get across, say, okay, so let's just say I'm Joe Schmo from Eskimo, right?
Yeah.
Right. And I come across a porn channel and I'm browsing through it and I see this little girl with pigtails and she looks all good and hot and fancy or whatever. And I click on that video. And then I'm like, okay, well, that looks good to me. And then you don't see another one like it. So then what this man's going to do is he's going to go ahead and he's going to type into his Google search or AOL or wherever the hell he's going. He's going to type in his search, schoolgirl. And then it's going to lead him to something else. And then he's not going to find what he's looking for. And he's going to go into something else. And it continues down that path until that man has found himself the little teeny tiny girl that he's actually looking for. And that's what makes me sick, man.
Definitely. And even like with Alex's catches, it's like once you get to to a younger age like that, the way the people talking his when Alex is doing a catch, like they even want to go lower to see some even more sicker. And I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna do you a quick favor, man. There,
Yeah.
Okay, so about I know, and a lot of you guys are you're familiar with John Davis. Older cats are, anyways. John Davis used to be a really good friend of mine until he turned against and started messing around with the community. Anyways, me and John Davis, about 3 years ago, we were on Facebook and we started to expose child predators back then. And we found that if you go and you look on if you look up teen dating on Facebook, you're going to find a lot of these sites that are teen dating from 13 to 18 years old. Now, what the hell you get a 13-year-old dating an 18-year-old for? But regardless, I mean, just saying, just to move on, that's the criteria in that chat. Well, last week I seen one from 9 years old till 18 years old. And you click on that site, the first freaking thing that you see is this freaking chomo that I tried to expose for 6 years now. And he's on every one of these child or teen dating sites. And he hasn't been arrested yet. But yet they're still there. That's how prevalent this shit is, man.
It makes you wonder, you see, is it a lot of times you see the same people in like the same men or whatever in the same, like you said, keep seeing that guy. Do you also see some of the same other guys across different platforms?
I've seen the one profile probably on about 6 or 7 different one of those teen dating sites. And he's been exposed. He's been shot out to a bunch of the decoys that I know. And he's being tracked, man. But he hasn't bid on any accounts yet.
Wow. Then what? Does he, do you think he knows which ones to avoid?
Yes. 100%, dude. Your main predators out there know what to look for. They know what decoys' faces look like. There's actually there's what they call an anti-app out there that can reverse an image search, and it can also reverse an image alteration or not alteration. Sorry about that. There's sites out there where these guys are so smart, man. You have no clue. That's what they do, man. And if they don't want to get caught, they're going to make sure they're not going to get caught.
So most of the ones that do get caught aren't really the really smart people. Aren't the ones necessarily the big traders.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, and I don't want to say this as far as like trying to put any pred catchers down or anything like that, but your average pred catcher out there drops the age drop of 15 years old. Okay. And that's on the line. It's a borderline 16. Okay. They may have, hey, maybe they got boobs, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. If you feel me, just trying
Yeah.
to say this, right? Okay. So then there's a skeptability clause that judge is going to look at and go, oh, well, they're almost an adult. And that's what these guys get off on. Sorry. But when you take a step a couple years below that and you put out a profile of an 11-year-old, a 12-year-old, a 13-year-old, that's when these things become real as shit, man. It becomes so real, it's not even funny. But the main thing is that there's only a 2-year difference between that category and the category that this 40 or 50-year-old guy is trying to meet when they're 15 or 16.
Mm.
So it all comes down to that, man. So a child is a child in the case of the law. And if anybody messes with, quote unquote, a child, they need to be prosecuted.
Why do you think a lot of people? Why do you think a lot of states have like 16? You're able to consent at 16.
Well, the main thing is there, and I'll tell you right now, man, is the person that made that law was attracted to a child that age. That's all I gotta say.
Because that is too young. That is like, I think it should be 18 and over. 18 is still too young. But for an older person, I don't know. It's for older person. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know.
Hey, Short Bus, check this out, man. I'm 55 years old, okay? Mm-hmm. And you can show me a picture of a 17 or 18-year-old girl, and I will be like, that's a kid. That's exactly. A baby. That's a baby. Mm-hmm. And maybe it may look hot to a 22-year-old, but to a man my age, that's a child, man.
It is. I agree with what you said was 100% accurate, man, because it's, because I have kids that's close to that age and stuff, and it's like, it's gross.
It's more than gross, man. It's against the law.
Definitely. I'm talking about
right, I like got you,
18-year-olds, but if you go below that, man, it's disgusting.
Yes. Well, shit, man. Thanks for having me up on your panel, bro.
Oh, definitely.
Appreciate it.
Oh, anytime, man. Anytime. I appreciate you coming up here.
No, I'm one of those guys that I'm here for the cause, man. I'm not here for the drama. Everybody knows that. They've always known me.
Mm-hmm. It's about, protecting kids. There's not, and we got a big community, but still it ain't big enough to catch all the ones that are actually sickos.
Yes.
Or pedos.
And here's the thing, man. If we could take all this, I said this on Locke's panel. I said it at Ryan's, man. They all know me. I done said this 1,000 times. And here's the thing. If we can get rid of all this infighting between all the channels, bro, can you imagine how many hundreds of thousands of people we would have coming together that could just fight this all at once? That's my goal, bro. It's always been my goal. I've always said that. Everybody in the chat has always known this, man.
That's 100%, man. I'm down with that cause. I've told other people I'm not here for the drama stuff, but I want anybody to come to my channel and talk awareness or come up or whatever, and and be more than just one group or just more than just an Alex or Tommy or whoever. It's about bringing the groups together instead of everybody fighting and arguing and all that because I ain't into all that, honestly.
Bro, you got wisdom beyond your years, man.
Dude, I am like old, so It's just it's
Hey,
learned
short
it's
buzz.
learned wisdom.
Can I ask how old you are, my friend?
Around 45 or 46.
Dude, you look like you're like 28 or some shit.
No, I look even younger when I have my beard cut, but
Well, that's why
I'm
you
old.
grow it.
Mhm. That yeah, to look my age. Try to anyway.
Hide the wrinkles, baby.
Oh yeah, and I plus I got my hat on, covering my forehead. Which I actually I've even my dad, and he's like in his 70s. He looks like he's at least in his 50s.
I hear you, man. No, I always thought of you like a 28 or 29-year-old man.
Uh, do you know? Well, do you know anything about the J Lee stuff?
Jay Lee.
Yeah, Doctor X, J Lee.
Actually, no, man.
Let me kind of give you a quick rundown. You know, I did a decoy interview, and you know, and we was talking about psychiatrists come up or something. I forget exactly, but the was my train. Somebody told me in the chat that this Jay Lee person was a psychiatrist, and I was
Right.
like, oh, and I was like, okay, you know, I got a hold up after the thing and say, you know, I'd like to interview you because it could possibly help some people that's been victims and stuff. You know, trying to do a little part of something to help somebody, and maybe she might have information about helping somebody that I don't.
Right.
And anyway, hang on, I was reading Nate's chat. It makes me laugh. Anyway, I bring her on my channel and I did a like interview with her, and then you know, it was weird. She had a lot of people snowballed. I mean, she did me. I ain't gonna lie about it. And then I brung her on again, talking. She was talking about narcissists and gaslighting. I said okay, and
Yeah.
I kind of had other stuff going on. I kind of put her to the side, and then one day, after I did another interview, I knew this person was lying, but I kind of started thinking maybe this other person was lying. And some of the stuff that people would come and tell me that she was putting on locals from PP, just wasn't adding up being a psychiatrist. So some people did some digging on her. Come to find out, her name isn't even J. I mean, well, I don't think you use her real name on the internet anyway. But come to find out, she wasn't a psychiatrist. And I asked her, I like asked for her credentials and stuff, and she got pissed and wouldn't let me have them. And she just kept on getting exposed from that. About I don't know, man. It's not complicated, but it is a little complicated because
I got you, man. I've been there 100 times, man. Hey, one of my favorites was a lot of you old school people out there probably remember this. Guys, remember Brian Bowman? Who remembers
that.
Brian Bowman?
You mentioned that, and just the other day, I was talking to Alex about it, and he messaged me. He said, "Yeah, this has happened before with that Brian Bowman."
Yeah, guess who told Alex about that? It was me,
Oh,
bro.
oh, damn.
Yeah, that was me, dog.
Oh, just let
Me.
me let you know this about Jay Lee. She's also an RSO.
Figures. Don't it figure?
Mm.
This Brian Bowman dude, he was a school teacher and he taught autistic children and he would have them sit on his lap, sexually abuse them, and then they weren't able to tell their parents what was going on because they were so messed up in their head they thought it was good.
Wow.
And there
Man,
was
this
news articles put out about this cat. And then yet 20 years later, he joins the predator catching community. And oh, I'm such a good guy. And dude, he's floating everybody. Sorry, he's floating everybody hearts and loves in their chats. And 90% of the freaking catchers in this fucking community, bro, modded him until we found out and dug down to the bottom of what the hell he was really about. That's what kind of people infiltrate our community, man. And if it wasn't for me and my wife Lisa, the motherfucker would have been still out there in our chats in our community, giving the shit away to our to not our to predators.
You know, it makes you wonder, like how many other predators are watching, even low as I am watching me, or even up to like Alex. I mean, she obviously paying for a subscription. Be on Predator Poachers Locals.
The man, dude, you wouldn't even understand. These guys are out there, bro. They're out there, and they're out there to just mess us up. Sometimes they're out there to just get info and see what your main CSAM, right? Child
Mhm.
sexual abuse material distributors watch these channels and they see what we're doing. They watch us, man, and don't think for 1 second that they don't.
They just follow us around.
And a
They
lot
go
of
to
them are
each
the
cat.
ones that put together groups like last year there was a Twitter group that came together and they were dropping channels like mad. They'll get 1,000 followers over there, and all it takes is just one little tweet from them to say, "Hey, man, let's get this channel right here." And so they'll all drop over to that channel and they'll say, click and click. And next thing you know, man, boom, channel's gone. Channel's gone. It's happened to so many of my predator catching friends, it's not even funny. And they don't even know why.
It's because they're ganging up. They're fighting back the people that's trying to do something about them.
Yes. And here's the thing. Check this out, man. Okay, so let's go to the other extreme end of the YouTube world, and we'll check out a video of, say, little 6-year-old Sarah in her bathing suit dancing on a beach and doing yoga. First of all, I don't agree with that.
Mm.
Second of all, the girl is dressed even though she's in a bikini and a little girl, but you've got 2 million freaking views on a little girl on a beach wearing a bikini, dude.
That shit is just like it's like I don't understand that.
You get me, right, bro? You get me.
Definitely, I heard somebody else, another channel of a mother doing her daughter like that, and people was watching her, and it would just be like just a little no nothing, no, not a
Yes,
very
Hippo
big place.
Punk, 6 million views, bro.
It's crazy. Be a decoy, but it's sickening, man. It is.
No, these are things that I take seriously. These are things that I've been looking at for like 10 years now, man. You know,
Mm.
I get trolls, man. I get trolls all the time. People know my full name. They've always known my full name. So I don't give a shit about being doxxed. I've never worried about it in my life. Hey, I've been to jail. Yeah. I've been drunk driving. I did this and that. It doesn't matter, man. Can't nobody call me out for whatever it did because everybody knows anyways. But my life back then has ended 6, 7 years ago. I don't care. So there's my point. You want to dox me? You want to dox me? I don't care. You know what I'm saying? That's why my name will never come up on a channel because they don't care. Because I don't care, right?
Exactly.
I mean,
It's like me, man. People should know my name, right? It's out there, and I don't care about all that stuff. I'm not doing anything to hurt nobody, man.
well, the whole
Well, I
thing is,
guess to
man, is
that community.
all that stuff is just a side channel,
Mm,
and it takes away from the reality of what we're really here for. I've
mm.
always said that, I've always been a true supporter of what we're here for. And when I jump on a panel, I'll be like, yeah, hey, what are you guys doing? Oh, wait, this isn't part of the predator catching community. What are you talking about, Brian? What are you doing up here, man? And they'll all try to make fun of me and shit. And I'll be just like, hey, man, well, whatever. I'm going to say what I'm going to say anyways. So,
Definitely. I mean, nobody's perfect. I'm just going to say nobody's perfect. Everybody makes mistakes.
Hey, maybe pathetic, bro, but I got my life together. Whoever said that in chat.
That's Nate, man. You just don't pay no attention to
Oh,
him.
Nate?
Yeah, that Murphy's, that's Nate, man. Just don't
Yeah,
don't pay no.
yeah.
You know
Nate.
Nate.
What the hell, Nate? What are you doing, bro?
He's
Fucker.
been saying some shit, and I mean, I'm trying not to laugh while I'm talking to you, but he cracks me up sometimes.
It is
Ain't gonna lie.
pathetic. That's damn right. But you know what? That's what the effect of child sexual abuse does to a person. Maybe it took me until I was 50 years old, bro. But that's what it did to me. And imagine what that can do to your child. Do you want that to happen to your child? It happened to me, bro. Make fun of it some more. See how you feel now. Put another comment in the chat, asshole.
He is an asshole.
How you like that comment? Shut his ass down, didn't it?
Well, now he's giving out hearts and stuff.
Yeah. That's
And he
what's up.
said he just needs some attention sometimes.
Hey man, we all do. We all need attention.
Oh, he said he respects you, man. So definitely.
No, Liz, I don't. What I do is in my lives, what I'll do is I've got a set 15 or 20 different phrases, that I use. And I dig through like I don't know, I spend 10 hours a day digging through news with certain catchphrases that I do on Google, and I'll try to pull the 24 hours last content in all the news channels throughout the United States and Canada and whatnot. I'll put them all together and I drop them on my channel. And so every night I've got about 45 to 50 child predators, teachers, cops, counselors, you name it. And I expose them all. And when I get to ones that I see that are in the news from the predator catchers, I will take the extra liberty of dropping their logos and their channels and trying to get those ones exposed a little bit more than the others. That's what I do.
Which is awesome, man. I come in there whenever I can. I come in there and watch it, and try to show you support, man, because I love what you're doing.
Well, nobody watches the news anymore, man. Nobody. So I figure, why not drop it out myself, man? I mean, I'll never be monetized. I'm not out for the money. That ain't nothing. I'm not out for the dignity or clout. Screw all that. So, it's just the fact about getting that shit out there, letting people know what's going on. Like my video tonight, man. My premiere tonight was I had, I think, 35 chomos, and then I dropped a video after that about the effects of pornography and what it does to people.
That shit, like I didn't. I have to go back and watch the one about the pornography one, man. That's really interesting.
Dude, well,
I mean,
here's
it's
the
all
thing, man.
interesting.
Pornography, in a nutshell, right? I'll just drop it down and make it really quick for you. If you're a child and your very first sexual experience is the internet, okay, then you're going to be able to find out all these different things and all these different sexual attitudes and the way that people treat each other porn-wise online. So, say your very first experience of sex is bondage, because that's the first scene that you've seen when somebody said, hey, this is sex, right? Well, that's what that child is going to see, and that's what's going to be put into his brain. And, oh, this is sex. Oh, so when I get a girlfriend, I'm going to bind her up and I'm going to whip her and I'm going to poke her in the butt. You see what I'm saying, man? I mean, in all reality, do you really seriously see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If this is this kid's first experience to sex, How is he going to grow up? What's he going to grow up thinking of, man? That's
That's that
crazy.
bondage.
This
Is
is
it
freaking insane, and it should not happen. And
what this?
this is the way that our world is growing up now, man. And people need to realize that this shit is sickening, it's disgusting, and we can't have this. But nobody is stopping it. No one.
Me definitely no one, man. Let me link your channel real quick.
I mean, I'm not trying to be some kind of a hero or nothing, man. I never was. I just every now and then I'll just step up when I feel like saying something, bro, and I will just open my mouth and it comes out, man. Got quiet in here.
It did. I was linking. I was getting your link, man. I was getting your link. I actually put the link on my YouTube.
Anybody else want to come up on the
You,
panel?
let me put out my thing.
Dude, Liz Henderson. She knows what the hell she's talking about, man. I've been seeing Liz for a few years now. Liz, kudos to you, hon.
And do you mind if I link your channel on my locals?
No, not at all, man. I don't care. Hey, the
I
more
just want. I just want
exposure, the
to.
better, dude. I'm not out for the money or nothing like that, man. It's just out for exposure of these freaking people who do this shit.
Definitely.
Got you, Liz. Hey, I will always give a shout out to all the people in the community that since I've been here, that actually mean and make a difference. Because there's a lot of us out here that nobody really gives respect to. That we've been here for years and years, and no one really, like Short Bus. To be honest, dude, I've only seen you for about 4 months. 3 4 months. I don't know where you came from. You came out of the blue, but right?
That kind of, yeah, kind of.
you
I
know,
guess I've been at least over a year in this community. I basically started my stuff on local Rumble and locals predator poachers. This kind of I guess kind of I used to troll them a lot, and then
well,
I
all
just
right. Well, let me interview you, man.
all right.
So, Mr. Short Bus, sir, how did you get involved in this community, young man?
Well, just like I said before, I started trolling predator poachers.
So, what made you turn from a troll into a supporter?
I've always been a supporter of what they do. I mean, that's not like I didn't support them
Well, then why troll? Hmm.
because you get a reaction, man. You get a reaction. It's like a honestly, you can feed off other people's feed off other people's comments.
Yes. Nice. I appreciate that, sir.
Right
And
here, watch it.
how much is Rumble?
I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out. It's been a
Rumble's
year.
free, dog.
I see. I don't understand what you just said.
I got you, man. It was just a clip on Liz's comment.
Oh, that's my thing, man. That's I started the how much is Rumble and how much is how much is locals and how much blah blah blah.
No,
It's my
actually,
birthday.
I've seen that last year, man. It wasn't you.
Oh, it was me. I if nothing else, I made it popular.
There you go.
Right, strong armed on the scene. I was very forceful. Definitely.
Yes, sir.
right here, this right here. I pissed a lot of people off. A lot of people like blocked me and everything, but it's crazy. It's just I don't even know how I got here.
Well, you know what? You're here now, man. So let's just hope that you're able to make a difference,
Mm.
and that I hope that everybody listening is able to make a difference.
I agree with that 100%. At least if just one person take out at least two chomos, man, it'd be a lot better place.
For real, man. By hook, crook, or bullet.
Yes. Hey, let me
I
do
didn't
this.
mean that. I'm not out for no death penalty. Well, maybe I am, but hey, I'll leave that up to the state.
I kind of, you're not going to change it. One of those, man. You're not going to change a pedo. That's what they're going to be, man. And it's you can't stop them. And I've saw multiple times that anytime you try and get one of them caught and put in jail, they just get out on bond or this or that, man. And they just need lead therapy.
All right, so that's why I post a lot of the things that I do, and I'll give you an example, man. Um, Last year, I posted the arrest of a teacher who was sexually victimizing 13 and younger, from 11 to 13-year-olds, and had 5 victims. Okay.
Wow.
And so they went to court, and the teacher adamantly denied everything until the evidence and proof came up. And then once the evidence and proof came up, the teacher had a lawyer that said, hey, listen, we'll plead on an Alford plea. And if you guys don't know what an Alford plea is, that means that you're pleading guilty without pleading guilty. It means that you're going to accept the consequences, but you're not really saying that you're guilty of that plea. Which means that you can just go ahead and accept the consequences and leave it in the judge's fate without admitting that you're guilty, because you have no way of proving that you're not, but you don't want to say anything. So that's why the system, I think it was about 7 or 8 years ago, came up with what they call the Alford plea. So the teacher takes this Alford plea, okay, and then gets sentenced to probation after sexually abusing 7 minor children between the ages of 11 and 13 years old. And
Dude,
then
wouldn't that be
because
like?
of what's
Wouldn't
that?
that be almost like a serial rapist?
Yes. Yes, exactly. But this is what's happening in our court systems today. It's extremely disturbing. And these are things that we need to know. These are things that need to be brought out into the public's eye. But nobody ever sees this shit, man. Like Alex from Predator Poachers, man. He drops these things constantly, daily. We see this stuff, man. Teachers, counselors, a couple policemen, things like this and that. These guys drop daily. I mean, daily drops all day long, people like this. And they walk free. They walk with maybe 2 years, and they'll get what's called a deferred sentence. You guys know what a deferred sentence is? That means, yes, the judge says, you're found guilty, you get 15 years in prison. They get sentenced 15 years in prison. But guess what? Deferred means you're only spending 1 year in prison with 14 years on probation. And if you mess up one day of that probation, then you do the 15 years.
Wow.
But they're getting out, bro, after the 1 year. And generally, after the time that they spent in the county jail, it's already been a year. So the moment that they go to court, they're released and they're walking free in our society again.
Dude, I was like, that's like that Dave Morrison, man. Dude, I don't know. He got caught 3 different times, or at least 2 and still got out. And then I don't know if he's still in jail now, but they kept on bond. He kept on being able to bond out.
Yeah, and that's the way it works, man. You see,
It's
the
crazy.
American criminal justice system has a way to say that, look, we're not proven guilty yet. So, in order to prove the fact that, hey, you're going to come back to court, they're going to give you a monetary decision to say, hey, we think that maybe you're allowed this much money, just to ensure that you're going to come back to court.
Mm.
Well, if the preponderance of evidence is 50-50, the judge is going to look at that case and go, you know what, well, 50-50 on the bond amount, because he doesn't know. You see what I'm saying?
Mm.
So if the prosecutor is asking for, say, 500,000 and the defense lawyer is asking for nothing, personal bond, well, the judge has to make the decision somewhere in between the mean and say, well, maybe 250,000 bond. But then comes into play of what they call a bondsman. The bondsman's going to come in there and say, look, man, give me 5 or 10% of what what your bond is. And then they put up the money. And so I'll give you an example, man. And here's a really messed up situation. Last week I did a story on this guy. He had a $100,000 bond, and he was in court for what the hell was it? I don't want to get this wrong, man, because it'll come back on me. You know how this community is.
Dude, if you get it wrong, I get
it's
shit wrong
over.
all the time.
Right. It's over, man. No, it was continuous sexual abuse of a child. He had been molesting this little girl at 8 years old for over 2 years until she was 11. Okay. And his bond was $50,000. $50,000. Now, you may think that's a lot of money, but you drop $5,000 to a bondsman, your guy is walking free and on the streets again. So this is exactly what happened. He dropped the $5,000 to a bondsman. He gets out, and guess what he did? He went and raped, if you know what I'm saying, the girl's sister, who was 6 years old.
Wow, man, that is like sick, dude. If they, it's causing victims, man. So when it's causing more victims when they do like that.
Yeah. And
And then they're
that's our
not going to
judicial
stop.
system, man. But you know what? We'll think about it the other way. Let's go the other way. Say the guy was innocent.
Mm.
Say it was all made up against him. Well,
Oh,
then he's got to come out of pocket and he's got to pull up and say he couldn't get a bondsman or whatever. Well, then he's got to put up his house and then go to court. So there's two different sides to the story when it comes down to this, man.
when you're talking about an innocent person, man, he also is going to have that reputation where he lives.
Well, hey, man, how about a teacher? I'm a teacher, and you got all these students going, yeah, Mr. Green. I love Mr. Green. Yeah, Mr. Green. And then all of a sudden, his chat logs come up 2 years later in the courts, bro. Yeah, Mr. Green's out there trying to get this little kid to sneak out at 12 midnight. You know what I'm saying,
Wow.
man? So you
Yeah.
never freaking know, dude. You never know. And statistics say that the child predators are the ones that you least expect it to be. They're the ones that you would least expect it. And believe it or not, statistics lately have shown that 1 out of 9 are actually parents, uncles, cousins, and brothers and sisters.
Wow. Dude, it's like
Family, bro.
that is like sickening crazy.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Do you think a lot of the family knows and still keeps it within? Oh, he just did that just because this or that. What I'm trying to say is, do you think families keep it within the family and don't and not tell nobody? Like, say,
Hey, some do, some don't, man. I mean, are you from the Appalachians, or you know what I'm
who me?
saying?
Oh,
Not trying to be funny or nothing, man, but I mean, no. In all honesty, I think that that all depends on how the family structure was made and how they were grown, and their personal moral integrity, pretty much would. I don't know, man. I mean, that wasn't my experience. I wasn't molested by a family member. I couldn't tell you that.
I mean, I usually ask that question when I do my interviews.
Yeah, no, it's out of my realm.
Man, we about hit an hour. I didn't mean, but just like start like a 5-minute live. So,
well, what do you think, man? Am I worth an interview or what?
Hell yeah.
How much is the interview with Bryden?
What I'm gonna say, that's a Hootie question.
Run it.
Well, definitely, man. Oh, you meant tonight?
I didn't catch that, brother.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was getting messages on my phone. But yes, definitely, man. Thank you for coming up. I appreciate you.
Oh, you too, man. I think you want to get out of here.
Yeah, I got to be up at like 7:30 in the morning.
Oh shit! All right, brother.
I appreciate you coming up here, but definitely, how can I get a hold of you? I don't. Well, you're in contact with APP.
Yeah, she knows who I am.
Okay, I'll
pretty much everybody in your chat knows who I am, bro.
Well, I mean, I know who you are, but here we go. Hang
on. Do you have a mod, dude? Do you have any mods in your chat?
I believe I have one, but she is over. She's in Rumble right now.
Hey, if I say hey in your chat, will you mod me?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, I'm gonna say hi.
I don't think I can on StreamYard, can I?
Well, just click over to your YouTube, bro.
Right. Go ahead and say hey on it, man, and I'll mod you.
There you go. It should be in there somewhere.
All right. I saw you. I'll be right back.
And then I'll drop my link, man.
Oh, definitely.
And if anybody in your chat wants to come subscribe or whatever, you get a sheer amount of how many pedos that we see in the news every day. Because that's what I do. Shauna, what's going on, girl? Man, I appreciate every one of you guys that stuck around and been listening to this chat.
Oh, definitely. Somebody,
sometimes it's like you can tell after a while who's like real and who's not, just by who's sticking around to listen to what. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Man, I appreciate you coming up. I'm gonna go get me some sleep.
Hey, appreciate you, man. Short Bus, much love to you. I appreciate what you do. Hey, thanks everybody in chat. It's nice to talk to you and all the other good stuff. And I'll see you guys around.
Thank you, Braden.
All right, peace, brother. Hey, it's Bryden. And if you
Bryden,
if you can't remember how, just remember to say bride and groom.
Oh, Bryden. I kept saying Braden, don't I?
There you
Bryden.
go. Yeah, Bryden.
Oh yeah, it's my country accent.
It's all good, dog. All good, man. Hey, much love to everybody. Y'all have a great night.
Oh, definitely. All right, man. I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this, and I'm gonna go to bed. I believe. Thank you everybody for showing up. I appreciate every one of y'all. And Bryden, I probably still said it wrong. Not a good way to end it. Well, I try my best, man. I wouldn't. Uh, I appreciate him and the work he does. I'm just like about to fall asleep. Bryden Groomer. Oh yeah, you miss you. Duh, that shit. I did. I butchered it. It's my country accent. Well, y'all have a good night, man. I'm gonna go ahead and end this, and I'll see y'all around.